My name is Murray Lilburn, and I was born on the 6th of July, 1918. My father was called John, my mother was Mary, and I was the oldest of their 3 children. My father was a police constable at the time, but he left the police to work in the railways. Just as well for both of us, as you will shortly hear. I went to school in Perth, and left school as soon as I could, but then I started getting in trouble. First of all, in September 1935, when I was just 17, I was arrested for breach of the peace. Nothing too serious really, just an argument over a game of cards on a stair landing up a close that led to a lot of shouting, swearing, but somebody called the police. I got off with a warning this time, but things got worse. The following year, I was caught with 2 younger lads stealing lead piping and zinc from empty buildings. We'd been doing it for months before we got caught. Scrap metal was worth a good bit of money, and no questions asked, as long as you didn't get caught. I was described in court as the ringleader, and I suppose I was. Even more seriously, the following year, 1937, I was charged with assaulting a female shop assistant. I went into a shop, drunk, at midnight, and the girl refused to serve me, and one thing led to another, and I punched her in the face, and I am ashamed when I tell you that. At this time I was getting work, where I could, as a motorman, driving delivery vans, but a police record didn't help when I was trying to get work, so it was probably the best for everyone when I joined the army. I joined the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders just round about the time the war was declared with Germany. We were sent down to Ayr for training. It was good being beside the sea and going about the town wearing uniform. Sure enough, I met Jemima Lees. She was just 18, lived in Whitless, worked in a shop. And we got married in December 1939. And by that time, my battalion, the 8th Battalion of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders, had already been sent to Hampshire, on our way to Southampton, and then on to France. We arrived in France early in 1940 as part of the British Expeditionary Force. Things went very badly. We were attacked by the German motorised infantry as part of their Operation Red, and we were forced to retreat, trying to get to the port of Le Havre. We suffered terrible casualties, and thousands of us were captured and spent the whole war in POW camps. I wasn't so lucky. Sometime in May or June 1940, I was killed in action. I was 21 years old, and I am buried in Dunkirk Town Cemetery.